This message is for Pisces or Pisces cross watcher. Let's see what we get for Pisces. Or Pisces cross watcher. There's like little pieces of lint flying around the room. You can always see it when the natural lighting comes in. Well, right off the bat, something is definitely changing between you and another person. You could be, you know, looks like you're changing directions or something like that. Like it's almost like your experience with a person or a situation or your time with a person is reaching a peak, or it's changing and you're changing. Can't really see it, the light. There you go. Two of Wands. You're changing. The Two of Wands can be a card of kind of taking the first steps, taking risks, going in another direction, leaving a situation. It can be that, deciding whether you want to stay or go. It's like seeing what else is out there. Your attention seems to be, this is a heating pad. I just love heating pads. Even when I don't like need them, I'm not cramping or anything. It's comforting. Your attention isn't really on a particular person right now. You might even be anticipating like moving away, moving forward, leaving something behind. Meanwhile, this individual is feeling Three of Swords. They're saddened by this. They feel it. They feel you pulling away. They feel your absence. Like if you are not really around someone right now, or even if you are, you're not energetically there, they feel this and it's heavily affecting somebody. They're really sad. Like really, really sad. You got a couple cards trying to come out here. Yep, look at that. Eight of Cups. That is... you will see, usually the Eight of Cups, that's where the cups are behind them. So this Eight of Cups kind of mimics how you feel about this person. See here, you're in between. And here, they're in between the cups. I cut my nail off right here. Just excuse it. See that? Kind of in between. That somebody feels you leaving them behind or something like that, or pulling away, detaching. Withdrawing. You seem to be withdrawn. You've changed. You're not the same. You're not acting the same towards somebody. Things have changed, or they currently are changing with you and a person. And whoever this individual is, I don't know who they are to you, I don't know, but it sucks. Like it actually hurts. Maybe there's something they wish they could do about it to change your mind, or they wish they could do about it to like pull you back in or keep your attention, keep you around. Something like that. But they can't. They might try to keep things fun with you at times, or lighthearted, or make little jokes here and there, or even do things fun, cut up with you, or something like that. They may try little things, but there's only so much they can do. Ultimately, you know, you're going to decide what you want to decide. You're going to do what you need to do. Vice versa. I mean, reverses. This could be where you're kind of saddened and hurt over a situation, because it's like damn, I feel like this person's really not invested, or they're just not, they're leaving. They withdraw from me or something like that. In some situations, someone may try to get you to change your mind. This is not for everybody, just whoever this is for. It might get you to try to change your mind, or they're going to try, or something like that. I think the whole, like, the main energy here when it comes to the other individual, unless this message is reversed, is there is a person that really can't do anything about the direction in which you're going to go, or are currently going, or just went, whatever. They can't do anything about it, your actions and what you choose to do. They want to, their heart really wants to, but maybe it's something about, like, it's your decision to make, it's your choice, it's your life, it's... Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. I love the 9 of Pentacles. That is a card that is really starting to grow on me. That's a person who takes care of themselves. You can see it as somebody who's in a relationship, but you can see it as somebody who's not. I don't know who this person is to you, but to me, the 9 of Pentacles does their own thing. Definitely does their own thing. When they want, how they want. Self-made. Like, I do what I have to do for me. I think this is someone who, like, they don't want you to not be happy. They don't want you to not get what you want out of life. But it sucks that it may not be with them, or it may not be around them, or they may not be a part of it. How strongly does this person feel for you? However strongly they do feel for you, before I pull this card, they're not showing it. Some of you, the person is showing it. Some of you, they're trying not to show it as much as they were, because they don't want to get hurt any more than they already are hurting. That, you know. Some, they don't show it at all. Maybe because they can't, or they feel like they can't, or maybe they actually can't. But how deeply does this person feel for you? Pretty deeply, if they're going to hurt this much over it. I mean, it sucks. You know what I mean? How deeply? Well, deeply. I think it, like, very much affects somebody, and they want to be a part of whatever it is that you're doing. They want to be a... I'm dropping everything. These cards are really long. That's what he said. They want to be a part of it. Like, where you go, I want to go. Wow. They may be kind of waiting to see what you do next, waiting to see your next steps. There's not a whole lot of action happening right now. The change is more so happening with you. You're just kind of waiting to see what you do next, but they definitely want to be a part of your life, a part of your world. I see a lot of people here with red hair. That's not for everybody, but someone here, maybe red hair is significant. More specifically, I'm hearing maybe someone was born with red hair. very focused on you. I mean, very. You have the Magician here. Maybe even more focused on you than you realize. Vice versa. Five of Cups. I'm telling you right now, whoever this message is for, somebody deeply feels like you are a huge, important figure in their life. You came into their life for a reason, however you know each other. And I don't think, maybe even you know how cut someone is by you, how affected they are by you. And usually when I get this type of energy, something to do with flowers, usually when I get this type of energy, or fleur, like fleur de lis or floral, something like that, usually when I get this type of energy, it makes me like vomit, to be honest. Usually it's like, ugh, get off me, like tickish, parasitic. I am not feeling that at all here. It's not, I don't feel that at all. Interestingly and oddly, I don't feel that. I'm not a stranger. No, I am yours. That's kind of a deep song for whatever I'm seeing here. That's a song by Plum. Many of you may not know who Plum is. I don't hear many people talk about Plum, but I think she's got wonderful music and a beautiful voice. Plum. I think it's called I Am Cut. Releasing this, I find it when... Yeah, the song's called Cut by Plum. I'm not a stranger, no, I am yours, with crippled anger and tears that still drip sore, a fragile frame aged with misery, and when our eyes meet, I know you see. I do not want to be afraid, I do not want to die inside, just to breathe in. Let's see, hold on. I'm tired of feeling so numb. Relief exists, I find it when I'm cut. Like, you make somebody feel more than they've ever felt. And this isn't like, oh, I'm gonna fill you full of bullshit so you click on the video. You're right here, right now. I'm talking right here, right now. And this isn't even my cup of tea. You know? I like the more nitty gritty, down to the shit that hurts. You know? Because to me, that's more real. Well, this does hurt. But it hurts because you have deeply affected someone. Like, your presence, your existence on this planet. This isn't... I don't think that you're insignificant here. Obviously, you're not. You're on this planet for a reason. But what I mean is, in this person's life, you're not insignificant. I almost feel like they don't have the words to say. Like, they don't know exactly what to say because there's really nothing they can say. This is your life. But I may seem crazy or painfully shy, and these scars wouldn't be so hidden if you would just look me in the eye. Like, maybe even for some of you, there's an energy here of, I wish you would acknowledge me. Or maybe it's, I'm not supposed to acknowledge how I feel about you, but I do. Some of you, a person is deeply moved by you, maybe even to the point they don't even understand what they're feeling, but they just know that they don't want to not know you. They don't want to not be a part of your life in some way. Like, it's almost like a secret admirer, really. But others of you, that's just for a handful of you. Others of you, it's not a secret. You know how this person feels. They've probably told you or shown you in some way. And they're basically saying, look me in the eye, like, Don't you feel this too? It's not even just a feeling with me. It's not a feeling that I have with you. Like it's like fate. Someone feels like they were fated to know you, to meet you, to have you in their life. You were meant to meet them. They were meant to meet you. You were meant to come around, be in their life. It's meant to be in some way, shape, or form, but you're looking in the opposite direction. And I'm not saying you're wrong for that. I don't think you are. Maybe we were meant to cross paths, but it's almost like you're telling me that it's time for you to move forward. You're facing the sun. Look at that. And the sun is right on this card. This is the sun card. And you look happy about it. Like, giddy up, cowboy. I don't know. Somebody's hurting. Meanwhile, you're expanding and growing, and you're looking at a situation more positively, and someone else is looking at a situation negatively. The reason that someone's looking at a situation negatively, though, is because you've cut them so deeply. You've made such a massive impact on someone that I don't want to lose you. It's kind of like that. I don't want to lose you. Or if it's already happened, someone here is looking at another like, you were a huge person in my life. I don't think you understand that. I know that you're growing and expanding and doing you and living life, and you're out there making yourself, you're making it, because that's what the Knight of Pentacles is, somebody who's self-made. And it sucks to have to like let you go, or it sucked to have to let you go, to watch you walk out of my life, or just whatever, because even if I physically have to let you go, or not let you, you're going to do what you want to do. I don't want to stop you or anything, but I've never let you go in here. Or if it's a current thing, that's how someone's saying it. Like, I'm never letting you go in my heart. I can't. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. I can't even imagine it. That song, still can't get over it. Let's see. What did she cut? Plum. I am cut song meaning. Now Google, when you type in song meanings, unless the artist or the writer said it themselves, what they wrote the song for, or what it actually means, then it's up for interpretation. But let's just see some. This says, my interpretation of the song is that in the beginning she feels hopeless, the need of help since she is desperate and in pain. Someone here said, I believe Plum did an interview where she said that it was inspired by a girl involved in self-injury. Now this could be where you're dealing with a person here who's, they don't have to stay in a situation they're in. Whatever that situation looks like, they don't have to keep living the life they're living. They could change their reality. They could change their perspective. They could change their reality. They can make changes as well. But it seems to be something that they're not seeing. They're not seeing right here. That's the Two of Swords. They're not seeing that they could change their own reality. They could change their situation just as you are doing it. They could do the same thing. They don't have to wake up every day and have the same experience that they're having. They don't have to feel the way they're feeling. You know, if anything, this could be someone who could look at you as an example. there's something they're not seeing about their own life and their own truth and what they're continuously choosing to do. It's kind of the energy of they could do the same thing in their own way, whatever fits them in their life, they could do that. It's almost like someone feeling like they're being left behind. You know, they get a taste of what maybe genuine adventure looks like a free spirit. They get a taste of that in you. They see that, but they don't apply that to themselves. But they could. Obviously, no guarantee that you're going to be a part of it, but they don't have to be sad. They don't have to feel stuck. They don't have to feel like they don't really have any options, or there's nothing they can really do about their situation. They don't have to feel like that, because there are things they can do about their situation, whatever that means. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. That's how it's coming through me, you know? Like their head may be telling them they've got to do this or remain this way or keep this situation going or whatever, but their heart is telling them they want to create some sort of change for themselves as well. They see you doing that. There's not a jealous vibe here, like, I'm jealous of you, Pisces or cross watcher, but it's almost like, I don't know. This person doesn't see that they can do it for themselves, but they can. Interesting. Like they have the power to do it in their own life. 4 of Wands. That's for you. Like you want a happy home. You want maybe actually to build your own home. You see a certain future for yourself. You have the 4 of Wands, the Sun, the 2 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. That's very like, I got me. And the only way that I'm going to shift my reality or change things is to get up and do it for myself, make it happen for myself, or at least try. You're constantly envisioning things, and you seem to have, I'm telling you, you have like a positive outlook on something, where someone's like opposite of that. They do not have a positive outlook on something. Now, I'm going to throw it out there. For some of you, this could be a situation where someone does want to keep you right there. They want to keep you, whatever that means. They want to keep you there because it would benefit them, because they're not trying to make changes. And you're kind of that light in the darkness. But they're not willing to make changes, or in their mind they can't. But they can. It would just suck and it would hurt, and they might have to go through some pretty tough shit, but they can. But they want to keep you there, and they may try to do that. I don't know if someone's going to guilt trip you, because sometimes with the Magician and then the 5 of Cups could be someone who's going to try to guilt trip a person, like as much as they can, in any way they can, to manipulate the individual to not make changes for themselves that would render this person happier, aka you. Like, I don't want you to do this because it's really for selfish reasons for me. I hope that's not what someone's doing, but I could see that here. That could be another way this goes. If I twist it a little, you can see that with the Magician. It could be someone who is going to at least try to emotionally manipulate a situation to keep a person there. Now, like, keep a person there as in around, keep them around them, or keep them there for them. Or someone, okay, let's say it's a work situation, someone sees you expanding, you're growing, you're doing better. Someone may try to manipulate the situation because they don't feel good about themselves, something like that. You may have been like cool with this person, but now you've kind of pulled away. You're onto more things because you're applying yourself and you see more for yourself. So this person, there could be a bit of jealousy here, I do guess. Yes. But they may try to manipulate a situation as in get in the ear of other people. Whatever they try to do, because they don't see themselves out of the current reality they're in. That's the biggest their vision has gotten at this point as far as their current situation. And so there could be a little bit of, I don't want you to have that for yourself, because it makes them feel bad about themselves, something like that. Yeah, like the world is your oyster, the sky's the limit. There's so many possibilities for you, and you're still looking, still growing, still trying, still expanding. And sometimes that means that another individual or other individuals won't be part of that, and they could get upset. It could hurt them. But for most of you, I don't feel somebody trying to like keep you stuck. They know they can't. They don't want to do that. And for the most part, I don't see somebody who's wanting to manipulate a situation. In fact, it may inspire them to change their own situation. Is that the case? Will it, in some cases, inspire somebody to, yeah. But they may go about it the wrong way. Either way, that's neither here nor there. That's for them. That's their own information. That's their own business. But yes, in some situations, you doing what you do, you living your life, you taking the steps you do in your life will absolutely, and it is right now, it looks like it, or has in the past, inspired a person to do their own thing as well. But instead of just coming right out with it and being open about it, they may try to cleverly kind of slip, like maybe they're 1 foot in over here in a situation and then still trying to like create something over here, kind of in between, not really all outright, just breaking out of the shell, doing it, going for it, like kind of keeping all their irons in the fire or something like that. But I'm here to tell you, whoever is showing up here, they're not happy. They're not content. They're not satisfied. They are really sad. And they don't like the way that life is kind of playing out for them right now. They don't. They know they don't. They don't want something to be the way that it is. They want out. They see you doing your thing. They see you getting out. They see you constantly growing and expanding, or trying, at least trying. They see you changing. But it's just very hard for this person. Like, I don't know. To like see that for themselves. Wow, I don't even know what to title this. You cut someone deeply. I'm just going to try a little bit more to see if it tells me anything else that I haven't picked up on. Like, they are highly attracted to you for your vigor, your passion, your drive. They look at you as strong. And they are on your side. I mean, for a lot of you, they are. This is someone who is on your side. They are on your team, or they want to remain on your side or on your team. They want you to know they're in your corner. They got your back, and they support you. I don't know. You know another way this could play out? Like, I'm just going to give an example that they're giving me right now. There's an example coming through, so this doesn't have to be anybody's actual example, but bear with me. You know, imagine you're in a relationship, or you're married, or you have it's just like a friend group or whatever, you and another friend, and you quit. I'm just going to use myself for an example. I quit smoking, or I quit drinking. And let's say my friend or my partner or whoever smokes or drinks. It may be like, damn, I want to, but it's like really hard for me to quit. Now, this is just, I'm telling you, this is, I don't know, maybe this is someone's message, but it's like, I don't know, or maybe it's drug use. I don't know. It's like, I can't. And it's like, but you can though, but you can't tell them what to do. That's their life. But instead you're healing, temperance, you know, you're doing things, making changes in your life to bring more peace and harmony and balance into your life. So you're making these pretty big changes, because what is it? Is it temperance before the devil or after? So you're working with your demons. You're working through them. Sometimes they're working through you, and you're just trying to like better yourself. You may be trying to better yourself in some way. And, you know, this person sees that. They like that. I mean, but they're not necessarily being a help, because they're not necessarily trying to change their situation. It's kind of almost like a weight. But they could if they wanted to. Like, they could. They don't have to stay in misery, or they don't have to stay in sadness or heartbreak. They don't have to. This could be someone who is like, maybe like, oh, I'm happy for you. You're getting married, or you're in a relationship now, or, you know, but they can't do that themselves because they don't trust anymore, because their heart's been broken. So, I mean, with some time, they might be able to, but they could be kind of sad because they don't want to lose you, because you're hanging out with your boyfriend now, or your girlfriend now, or your partner, your husband, your wife, whatever. And they could do that too, but they don't trust. So they're working through some trauma, some pain. And it's motivating them to want to like get back in the saddle, but they just feel like they can't at this time. I mean, they need to go at their own pace. Or this could be where you're living a single life, and you're like, I don't really want to do the whole relationship thing. And you could have somebody that's seeing you single, and you're kind of making shit happen for yourself. I mean, it's not easy. It's probably hard because you're doing it all on your own. You know, it's a lot harder when you're trying to pay bills and do everything on your own. But it's not necessarily impossible. We just may have to live differently, you know, simpler, because we can't afford certain things. But anyway, so this could be where someone's with maybe someone, like going back to the secret admirer thing, maybe you've got somebody who likes you, or they really respect you as a person, but they're in a relationship, and deep down, if they're honest with themselves, perhaps they're not happy, but it does pay the bills, and it's something that, you know, it's a way of life that they have. It's their reality, and they would have to experience significant changes. They could be in a certain cycle where it just keeps repeating, and they keep doing it and waking up and doing it again. Maybe there's certain beliefs that are keeping them there. I don't know, but they see you single, doing your own thing. You're growing and you're expanding because you're able to, because you haven't settled down with a partner yet and, you know, done all that. Or maybe you did and you're not doing it anymore. You're not doing it right now at this point in this phase and cycle of your life. So someone may kind of look at you like, if I was single, I could do this. If I was single, maybe it's if I was single, I could do you, but I can't, you know, so you're like slipping through my fingers, you're getting away, and it sucks because you're almost like, oh my God, amazing, but I can't have you because I'm taken. It could be that. You see what I'm saying? Although someone's like, I could change the situation, but I'm not going to. So instead, I'm just going to be sad and bummed out about it. But deep down, I want you to be part of my life. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I'm gonna leave it there. All right. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.